After visit to Poland, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is on visit to Ukraine. And this particular news has become an important news because India share a very good relationship with Russia. And this marked a very crucial question that will India change its traditional foreign policies? Hello and welcome to the In News series of Drishti IAS. I am Ritu and today's session is about Prime Minister Narendra Modi visit to Ukraine. And this session is important for your GS2 perspective. Moving towards the points of discussion part. So we'll have discussion on news. After that, we are going to answer few questions related to India and its foreign policies. So India's traditional foreign policy stance on Ukraine. Then we are going to discuss what has led India to depart from its older foreign policies towards Ukraine. Then we are also going to discuss, could Modi visit to Ukraine impact India relationship with Russia? After that, we are going to discuss significance of this particular visit. And then we are going to discuss practice question for prelims. Before that, you have to like, share and subscribe to the Drishti IAS channel. Moving towards the news part. So since its establishment of diplomatic relationship between India and Ukraine, this is for the first time that Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi had visited Ukraine. And in all over the Indian history, Narendra Modi has become the first Prime Minister who had visited the Ukraine. So this news we are going to cover up in today's session and we are going to answer few crucial questions related to this particular visit. So this is the news. So we'll have discussion on India's traditional foreign policy stance on Ukraine. So many experts, international relation experts are asking this question and they're also wondering about this thing that whether India will change its foreign policies or not. So this particular visit is a direction towards that India is going to change its traditional foreign policies. So this is certainly not the continuation of the traditional foreign practice, especially in Europe, because recently we have seen that Prime Minister Narendra Modi also visited to Poland. So this is also one of the things which shows that India is moving towards from its traditional foreign policies and it is going to establish its new foreign policies, especially in Europe. So this is the thing. And we had a history with Russia and India was very close with the Soviet Union. And after the dissolution of Soviet Union also, India was close to Russia. And whatever the country who have been formed from the Soviet Union, India does not have much good relationship with them because India tilt towards more the Russian side. But India had not shared any enmity with all those countries. So this is also one of the thing. And we have already seen that India-Poland relationship and recently Prime Minister Narendra Modi also visited the Warsaw Memorial and which has been named on the Raja of Jamnagar. So what all these marks that India is trying to integrate the Indian population and Polish population and it is trying to show the historical relationship whatever we have with any kind of the country. And since dissolution of USSR, what we have seen that many countries are formed. But Poland and other countries more on the western side. In this situation, India remained neutral and it didn't take any of the side. But nowadays, what we are seeing that India is changing its foreign policies and it is meeting various European countries, including Poland and Ukraine. So this is also one of the thing. So now we'll come to the next one. Next one is about India to depart from its older foreign policy stance towards Ukraine. So first of all, we'll have a discussion on bilateral relationship between India and Ukraine. So bilateral relation took a hit after the Russia-Ukraine war began. And here we can see that how it dipped. So India-Ukraine trade dropped from $3.39 billion in 2021 to 2022 to $0.78 billion. So this is very low and again it lowered down to $0.71 billion in 2022 to 2023. So what it shows that we shared a very good relationship between in terms of the trade, but here it shows the drop and why it is dropping because of the Russia-Ukraine war. And the war has also created a new opportunity, but amongst all the dropping of the trade, what we have seen that war has created a new opportunity for India and also for the Ukraine to connect in a newer form. And we can see that Prime Minister Narendra Modi is maintaining relationship between Europe and India. So this is not just the strengthening of relationship between India and Ukraine. We are trying to strengthen our relationship between all the European countries, especially the Central and Eastern European countries. So India has maintained a strategic balance on the conflict itself. So in this conflict, India had not taken any side. We already know about the India's stance, and the highest level of the Indian leadership have engaged directly with the Ukraine. And here we'll see that how they had engaged directly. So Modi, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has met and spoken with Zelensky at several multiple platforms and multilateral platforms, including the G7 summit. And on March 29, Foreign Minister, External Minister Jaishankar hosted Ukraine's Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba in New Delhi, and two ministers agreed to restore the bilateral cooperation between India and Ukraine, which has been hampered because of the Russia-Ukraine war. And New Delhi has also framed Prime Minister Modi's visit to Kyiv. So it shows that there are possibility for the new direction and new stance in India and Ukraine relationship. So this is also one of the thing, and it is expected that India and Ukraine will develop their relationship in terms of the defense and industrial cooperation. So now we'll have a discussion on impact India's relation with the Russia in any way. So this has marked a very crucial question and biggest question of this time, that will this visit will have impact on Russia and India relationship. So international relation experts are saying that it will not have any impact on India and Russia relationship, because India is an independent country which has a strong voice and it can make independent relationship with any country. And we have seen that in the past also, the China is the biggest geopolitical rival of India. Still Russia maintains a very good relationship with China. But the relationship between China and Russia has not impacted the India and Russia relationship. So similarly, if India is trying to make a good relationship between India and Ukraine, it does not mean that India's relationship with Russia will hamper down, because both are individual countries and India has right and full right to express its opinion on the world platforms and whatever it's thinking in terms of the trade, in terms of the politics, in terms of the culture. So in that way, the international relation experts are saying that it will not hamper the relationship between India and Russia. Though what we have seen that on July 6, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Vladimir Putin, who is the president of Russia, has met, and that move has been criticized by the United States and Vladimir Zelensky. But we cannot say that this will hamper the India and Russia relationship, because right now we can see that Prime Minister Narendra Modi is on visit to Ukraine. So this is also one of the thing. And India has also advocated for the diplomatic relationship between other countries, and it says that India is ready to provide all kinds of support for the world peace. Because recently in his visit to Poland at Warsaw Memorial, Narendra Modi has said this, that India is ready to extend its cooperation for the world peace. So this is also one of the thing. Now we'll come to the discussion on significance of the PM's ongoing visit. So earlier what we have seen that India is more confined towards the four European countries, which is Russia, Germany, France and Britain. But right now India is shifting its stance and it is trying to meet other the country, Poland, Ukraine and other Central and East European countries. It means that India is trying to develop its strategic and diplomatic relationship with these countries so that we can benefit each other, trade, economically, culturally. So this is also one of the thing, that this is certainly a new step into the India's traditional foreign policies. And what we have seen that Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that earlier India had tried to maintain equal distance to all the countries, but right now India has changed its stance and India is trying to become a Vishwa Bandhu, which is the brother of the whole world, and India is trying to make close ties with all the countries. So this is also one of the thing, that India is trying to become a Vishwa Bandhu. And this is a very important, because Ukraine was the biggest supplier for the food and oil thing and various other thing also. And if India will strengthen its relationship between India and Ukraine, it will going to definitely help India and Ukraine both, especially in the economic terms. So this is the thing. Now we'll come to the question part. Which of the following statement is not true about the bilateral relationship between India and Ukraine? India recognized Ukraine as a sovereign nation in 1991 and established diplomatic ties in 1992. In 2020, India was Ukraine's largest export destination globally. The bilateral trade volume between India and Ukraine decreased from $3.386 billion in 2021 to $2.58 billion in 2022. India's influence in Ukraine includes cultural elements such as dances, yoga, philosophy, Ayurveda, and spirituality. So you have to answer this into the comment section. I hope you like this session. If you have any queries related to this session, kindly ask in the comment section. Thank you and have a nice day.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.